Hi everyone, I'm Susan and I am recording this video to help some people who have posed a question about a week or so ago when I was still on holiday, and I promised I'd do something about it. The question that a lady asked in our group was, can you print directly on a ready cut card, for instance a 7x7 or an 8x8? Some people told her that they print, cut and then stick it on the card. Other results were, no, you can't, because if you have a printer that's an A4 printer. So I thought I'll show you how I do it, because in my opinion, yes, it can be done, and I'm gonna try to give you an idea. But after I'll show you how, it's up to you to go and experiment using your own printer settings. So let's see what we can do. The first thing I'm going to set up is a design to be printed on a 7x7 card. There is a reason for it, because my printer takes 14-inch the most, but I'm going to show you, don't worry about that. So the first thing I would do to do a 7x7 card, I'll go into page setup. I will scroll down the left side of that window and select custom, and again I'll go to custom. On the right side you have in inches how many there are. So width I'm gonna do 14, because 7 and 7 is 14, and height I'm gonna do 7 because it's a 7-inch card, square card. And I'm gonna say OK. Now you will see how my page has changed, and that is to represent the size of a 7x7 card open, so that's a 7x14. Now the next thing I would prefer to do would be to go to the ruler and drag out an imaginary line and place it exactly at 7. This will give me an idea of where my card fold is. So now, using any DigiKit from my DigiKit collection, let's go and find something. I'll bring in a DigiKit set, and I will set up my card. So I'm going to do, let's do a material, place it in there. The only reason I am setting it up like so is for you to see how it would be done. Okay. Now my printer doesn't do edge to edge because I'm using a laser printer, and it doesn't give me that option, so I always do it slightly smaller to enable me to print it and have a wide border all the way around. Okay, now I'll set up some embellishments. I could do something like maybe that card there, and again slightly smaller to go there, like so. I'm not gonna do any designs, I'm just gonna place something so that I pretend I've got a card ready made. Okay, and maybe a little design at the back with made especially for you, something like that. I'm just doing it to show you that it can be done. And when I'm happy with my design, I can type in whatever, happy birthday, have my, this is just to show you how I would do it. Once I have it done, there is one more thing to do. When I go into File and I go to Print, you will see, and I say OK, you'll see that it does not fit exactly into my page. Okay, so it's not right for an A4 sheet. So what I do is I go to Properties. This is in an HP printer. Yours would probably be slightly different, but you need to do these steps. So I go to Properties, and under Paper Quality I've got Custom, and I name it whatever I want. I could name it my 7x7 card. And I will change it to inches, and I'll do the width going to be 7, and the length is going to be 14, and I'm going to say OK, and OK again. Now I'm going to go back in, and under the paper I'm going to change to my 7 by 7. And I say OK. And you will see now in this view here that it fits exactly into a 7 by 7 printout. So when I print it, I'll put my 7 by 7 card in my printer, adjust it to the center, and I print, and it will go through perfectly. Now, an idea, if you don't want to waste too much ink to test it, and you wouldn't like to waste too much paper, get a paper, cut 7 by 7. Instead of doing the background like I did with the color and everything, just do a box. So when you print, you'll have an idea where your selection, where your items are going to go, and it should work perfect. Hope this was helpful. However, for those that would like to try the 8 by 8, I'm going to show you another trick. Okay, so I'm going to cancel that out. I don't need to print it. I'm going to take all my embellishments out because I don't need them, and I'm going to go to page setup, and this time under custom I'm going to do it 16 by 8, and I say OK. Now this is an 8 by 8 card. My computer is just gone a bit slow. 16 by 8, OK. And that's my card. Now I need to move this line to the 8 there. Now this would work exactly in the same way, but I have a problem with my printer, and the reason for it is because when I go to file and I set my 8 by 8 print, so let's do a test. I'll call it test so you'll see. Custom, I'm gonna call it test. Inches, and I do 8, and I do 16. Can you see down here it won't allow me to have 16, it only allows me to have up to 14. So if I said OK, my paper will be 2 inches too small. Now if I try to do it this way, what the printer would do is cut an inch off each side, and my picture will be with a bit missing. So let's see how we're going to sort that out. I'll go back into page setup, I'll go into custom, and I'll make it 14 inch by 8. Okay, now I need 8 from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So my paper has to go there. That's my 8 by 8. Now, if I had another line, so if this half, if the left half, this area, was an 8 by 8, the middle would be at 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So my middle will be right about there. So I've got an idea of where my center is on the middle part. So now we'll do it this way. I'll take the material, and I would, let's get rid of those windows. I would make it to the size of an 8 by 8 and do all my design on it. It doesn't matter. And if I wanted an embellishment at the back, let's say a little button, I'd place it right in the center, somewhere there. And now I'll go to print. So if I go to File and I go to Print, and I go here, I need to select Custom Test. Sorry, I need to select Test. And I say OK. And can you see again? All my printout is going to be exactly in the right place. The extra 2 inches that the printer didn't allow me would be on the card, and it's not going to affect my card. I hope you found that tutorial or this helpful file helpful. If you've got any queries, please do contact me, Susan Farrugia, in your group. Thank you very much. Hope it was helpful. Bye bye.